Hello everyone, hi my creatives, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share our videos. Let's grow together. So today we are going to learn how to make bias tape and without a bias tape maker, and I'm also going to show you how to actually use it. You might learn how to make it but you don't know how to use it. I normally use it on frayed fabric, raw edges, collars, neck area. So let's get started. So get the fabric that you would want to use. As you can see, I'm going to use a plain fabric because where I want to put it is a plain black. It's going to be inside around the armhole area. I was making a jacket, so yes, let's get started. So you mark 1.5 inches. Most bias tape is just 1.5 inches. It's enough because you're going to use fold it into 3, so 1.5 inches is enough. 0.5 inches for each side. So just mark it out, make as many strips as you want. If make sure you know how to store it. I'm going to show you how to roll it around to keep it safely so that it doesn't keep unfolding. So you can make as many strips as you want for your garment. You can also do this in any fabric, any cotton fabric, linen. Yeah, it can work. I normally use the cotton fabrics. I use Kitenge. I use any cotton fabric I have. I always make bias tape out of it because you never know when you're going to have an outfit and maybe it has raw edges and you don't want to hem it. So bias tape would be easier and neater, and sometimes it adds color. So since this is going to be inside, that's why I'm going to use because I'm going to use it on the lining for the jacket, as I'll show you at the end of the video. So yes, I have marked out my 1.5 inches on the plain fabric, 1.5 for all the strips. And guys, let me utilize this chance since I'm still doing this. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's grow together. Like you've seen my videos. Those who haven't, please go check them out. I upload every Wednesday, but now I'm going to start uploading I think twice a week because the content is increasing. So please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to hit that notification button to remind you every time, to notify you every time I post a new video. I have vlogs too, which are both inspirational, educational, and just entertaining. So also look out for that. Yeah. So just cut this out. As you can see, I've made 4 strips, and I'm going to cut them out. Just cut all of them out, and then we shall get on to the next step, and I'll show you how to stitch them and how to fold. And yeah, so cut all of them out, and then this is how you're going to fold them. It's just that my fabric doesn't really show the wrong side. You can't really tell. You on the video, you can't tell the wrong side from the right side, but I'm going to try and explain it. So the way you see me placing the strips, one vertically and one horizontally, the one that is vertical, that's the one, I don't know, look up the word vertical. Yes, the one on top, that one that I'm touching, the one on top, make sure its wrong side is the one facing up. make sure, let me repeat that, its wrong side is the one facing up, and then the one that is horizontal, the one on the bottom, it's the wrong side facing down, meaning the sides that are touching are the right sides touching, wrong sides facing up and down. Hope you've gotten me clearly. Then when you're putting it together and pinning, you have to leave at least a 0.4 inch, and then you pin diagonally. Leave some excess so that it can come out the way you see, so that it can be equal when you turn it over. So pin diagonally. That's like, it's not going to be straight going down, it's going to be bent, like a bent line. So use a straight stitch and stitch it like that. As you're going to see, the way you saw me pinning is how you're going to make your stitch. Make sure it is diagonal, not straight, like from top to bottom. No, it has to be bent, not curved but bent. It has to be diagonal. Yeah, check out your mat. So that's the way the stitch is. That's what I meant, like from corner to corner. Then as you can see, it's now equal. So we are going to just cut off that excess. Just cut off that excess that is left, so that it's just one, it looks like it's one full strip. If you don't look closely, you won't even know that there were different strips joined. So you can join as many as you want, like that, and then open that seam and press it. Just use a flat iron to press it so that it can sit comfortably, so that when you put it on the cloth and you're sewing, it doesn't bulge. And make sure you leave just a very small piece. Cut off most of the excess. After that, you're going to fold, like I told you, you're going to fold half, not half, 0.5 inches on one side. That's half an inch, yes. 0.5 on one side and 0.5 on the other side. As you see me folding, I'm going to pin it for you so that you can see it clearly. You fold 0.5 on one side and another 0.5 on the other side, so the other 0.5 remains seated. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but you can see one side is 0.5, the other side is also 0.5, and then the bottom is also 0.5. That's enough for your bias tape, unless you're going to make like a design or something. That's when I tend to increase it to 2 inches, and then I make my 1.5 as, my 1 inch as the bottom. But it's quite tricky to use, so it's better you use just 0.5 on all sides. They have to be equal, and then just fold in the way you see these ones. Now these are some samples I have that I made personally instead of buying. So that this one is in Kitenge. The first plain blue one is in linen fabric. This one is an Ankara fabric. It's a Kitenge. As you can see, it's also folded, though this one is slightly bigger. It was 2 inches. I made it 2 inches because I'm using it for designs. Sometimes at the hem, sometimes at the neck area. So this is how our bias tape is going to turn out. Just take it to a flat iron and iron. I couldn't make the video here, post the video here, because I didn't record it, but the way you saw me folding is the way you should fold it. If it's difficult for you at the beginning, you can first put your pins and then use a flat iron and start pressing, ironing, and yeah, just iron, keep going, keep going, keep going. So now trim your edges first. You need to trim those edges, those raw edges, the frayed fabric, and yeah, before you start. I'm going to place that fabric on. My lining was polyester. I used polyester fabric, so here I'm going to use a cotton fabric, but it will work perfectly. It will blend. They are both black besides going to be inside at the armhole area, the armhole opening. So yeah, it's okay. So you're going to pin one side of the bias tape. Too bad my camera wasn't, my fabric wasn't in the camera, what is it called, lens focus. Yeah, you couldn't really see, but at the end, just be patient. Towards the end, you'll see what I did. So you're going to get the one side of the 0.5 inches that you press down, that you iron down. It's what you're going to place to pin on one side of the side seam. I'm going to try and get a photo to put for you to try and, no, but you'll see it at the end. You'll see it at the end. So just keep pinning around until you finish. Pin, 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 pin. Because if you don't pin it, it will keep moving and it will disturb you. So just pin one side of the bias tape to one side of the side seam, the armhole seams. And guys, if you've made it this far in the video, please subscribe to my channel, like the video. If you've enjoyed whatever you're watching, please like the video. It helps me a lot to grow. And if you subscribe, it also helps me grow. And remember, we are growing together. So yes, this is it. I've pinned one side. Now you're going to stitch just close to that area where the flat iron pass. Just that's where you put your straight stitch. Go ahead and stitch. Now here I'm done stitching. I'm going to show you how to do the other side. You're just going to overlap the second side over the raw edges and then pin it to cover. Basically it has to cover the raw edges. So just take it above the raw edges, let it pass, and then go on the other side, and then you fold again the other side of the 0.5 inches. Make sure everything is tucked on the inside. Remember, the reason for bias tape is to cover all the raw edges, all the open edges, all the fraying things. So make sure you have covered. Now when you cover, then just overlap, cover, the way you're seeing me do. Just overlap, cover, and then pin. So that then you'll use a straight stitch. I hope you get what I'm saying. If you're not, please try to watch the video again. So yes, that's the way it is. As you can see, I've pinned, I've covered all the raw edges. So you're going to stitch closely to the edge. Now I hope you see what I've done. Yeah, I'm going to insert the picture, and again, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and yeah, please come back for the next video. Thank you. Bye.